Back here for another segment of Coach's Club, joined by Steve Bowman, disc golf head coach. How's it going?
It's going very well.
You guys coming off the best finish in school history, finished 7th in nationals this year. Just talk about that and, just the success of the team this year.
It was pretty exciting. I mean, the team really came together at the very end, and we had a lot of competitions leading into that for preparation and just the overall, team just being prepped and ready for the nationals. So we were really excited. Had a lot of guys that had played at those courses before, so we had a lot of experience going into that. So I think that helped greatly that they could pass on to the younger guys. But just their excitement, knowing what to expect, knowing the courses, being in that environment before, that's huge. You can't have that anywhere else, and so for them to be ready for that for nationals, that was big, and I think that played a lot into how they played together as a team and just all that they did together.
And we were talking to Hunter the other day, and he was talking about you guys did a lot of team activities.
We did,
and of course disc golf is a team sport.
Yep.
Just talk about how the team bonded this year.
Well, it's a different team sport because it's so much of an individual sport as well, but playing together and coming together as a team, there's a lot of that dynamic that a lot of guys aren't used to because you play solely on your own and you go out and play courses. And so when they come into this environment, there is that learning curve a little bit. So for them to get into game nights and just willingness to go out and play all the time outside of practices, that helps. It becomes more comfortable with each other. They get to know each other quicker, and you set yourself up for success when you're able to do that.
And even you said it's an individual sport, but who were some of the players that really stood out to you this year?
Well, this was our first year that we had some AllAmerican status, so that was really cool that Lance Brown and Hannah Croak finished in the top of their division. So that was exciting to have that status and to be in that environment where we did showcase it. And Liberty was on the leaderboards the whole time. And so, we were in the presence of being at the top of the cards for all the scoring and things like that. So that does help. And they wanted that. That was some of their goals coming into this year as seniors, looking for those, accolades and playing together as a team to achieve those things. So.
And just moving forward, you got a little bit of time off, but what are you most expecting, for the future? You had a lot of success this year, but just building on for that in the future, what are you most expecting?
Well, it's exciting to see some of the younger guys that really were competitive. I think they're the ones that are going to move into the spots of some of these guys that are moving on. And that's exciting to have young kids that get it and that want it that early. That helps. And so to have that, they've been playing already. We've been done for a week and a half, and they're still out there playing, out there connecting, out there having their game nights and staying connected. So the biggest thing is they got to reach out to the kids that are coming in new next year, build those connections, invite them into that atmosphere. When we can do that, we'll continue to be well and do well and grow and hopefully win.
Exactly, and just moving forward, off-season, you got a lot of time off. What's the off-season look like for you guys?
It's kind of a recovery for me, a lot of that, having a full-time job and coaching. But no, really, the guys that we do have a lot of local guys, so that's good. We can kind of keep connected with them. The ones that go home, I'll try and send them some tournaments. They'll try and stay active at that high level of competition so that when they do come back, they haven't lost a lot, and we jump right back into it, and we don't have to go over a lot of the basics. New guys that are there already see the level at which they need to compete at. So that's the big thing. When they go home, if they're wanting it, they go back and compete. And there's a lot of tournaments through the summer that they can do on their own. So if they go and do that, then we'll be well to go for next year.
Well, Coach, congrats on your season. Very successful year.
Thank you.
And for alongside Coach Steve, I'm Gabe Henderson for LFSN, signing off.